Hello. So today I'm going to do a plant tour of all the plants that I have right now. I haven't posted in a while because of the Black Lives Matter movement. I wanted to amplify what was happening, what still is happening. So I will leave, there's a website going around with a bunch of petitions and places to donate to, so I will leave that link in the description box below. So definitely check that out. Definitely donate, definitely keep sharing resources and educating yourselves. But I want to do a plant tour because I finally just repotted some new plants that I got, and most of my plants I think are doing pretty okay right now. My jade plant that I've had since like my senior year of high school, maybe not. It seems like it's doing okay, it just doesn't look good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go around and show you all of my plants. I have like 3 up there, and then a bunch on my windowsill and 1 down there, and then I've got 2 in other places. So yeah, let's get started. So this is my snake plant. I've had it since 2016. I bought it from the Botany Club at school. He's a little dusty. He is not like the normal type of snake plant that you see that has like all the separate stalks, but I think it's like it's called a bird's nest one. I was never told when I got it, so this is all just like from my own research. He's pretty small. You can see he's in a pretty big pot because he needed repotted anyway, but he's only like, if you lift his leaves up, he's probably only like 6 or 8 inches tall, which I think might actually be like as big as this one gets. And then I also just tried to propagate a leaf, so I haven't yet removed that little thing. But yeah, he's pretty healthy. He definitely used to be a little bit drier, which is why he's like, you can see that's also from a leaf cutting. But you know, I think he's doing okay. Yeah, I water him about every 2 weeks or so. The terracotta pots make the soil dry out really fast. And this is just a mix of perlite and some like succulent and cactus soil. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. He does have one, I don't know if you can see it in there, he has one little sprout coming in the middle, but he's got a really nice pattern on it, and overall pretty healthy. So next up is my bamboo. I cut all of these off of like some lucky bamboo that my family got. I did that about 2 weeks ago, I think, when I cut them. So I just stuck them in a little bit of water. You can see it's not very much. And one of them has already sprouted, so you can see here that he does have a root. Honestly, even if this is the only one, I'll be happy. It's my first time propagating, so like bamboo. So I have 5 of them in here. They're all a little bit different. I haven't checked on them in a day or two, so let me look. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if the other ones are going to root, but I'll be happy if just one does. And then there is like a little baby one in here. It's hard to get, but yeah. And I just leave them, and my snake plant over there, I just leave them in a pretty shady spot actually, just because my house actually doesn't have a lot of south facing windows. The one that's like right off to this side is actually like sort of northwest facing, so they really only get like bright afternoon light, which is fine for bamboo, and my snake plant has always been in shade, so I'm just gonna let that happen. Next up is this aloe plant, and I'm actually not planning on keeping this. My boyfriend's dad gave me the philodendron and the rubber tree plant that I'm going to show, and in return, because I have to return his pots, so in return I just stuck a aloe plant in there for him. So yeah, this actually isn't mine, but I just got it at Walmart because it was cheap, and this is like one of the more healthy looking ones, and he does have like a new little sprout. And then one of when I was planting him, he does have like a dried off one, so I just stuck it in the soil. I don't even know if it'll do anything, but yeah, he's pretty big. He's probably like over a foot from this side to this side. But yeah, that's the aloe plant. And this is the philodendron that my boyfriend's dad gave me. It is a cutting from a vine, which is why it sort of like leans over to one side. But I think like once it starts growing normally, it'll be a little less. I can like plant it further down so that it won't be all off to one side. But yeah, it's really pretty. It has like these nice like light green splashes of color on some of the leaves. Like that one's really nice. And then this one too has it. So yeah, and I just put him in some like regular potting soil, not succulent soil. And he's just on top of my desk up here, which gets a little bit of bright indirect light. These are pretty hardy though, so I'm not too worried about it not getting like the light it needs, because I think it will do fine otherwise. And these I will probably water like once a week. I haven't watered it in this pot yet because I just repotted it and I don't want to shock it. But you can see it does have some more little like roots growing. I guess those aren't roots, but yeah, so he should be pretty good. He looks really nice as is, so yeah. And this big guy is one of my newest additions along with the philodendron. So my boyfriend's dad gave me this one as well. It is a rubber tree plant, or just a rubber tree. It's actually like 3 separate ones, so it's 1, 2, and then 3. And I just put him in this bigger pot today, so my plan is to leave him here because I don't want to shock it, because they don't really like to be moved. So I've also, the past few days since I got him home, I've wiped off his leaves and like misted him a little bit. The good news is that this leaf is unfurling, which is a good thing, and so is that one down there, and then has another one growing here, and then also right there, and a little one on this one. So hopefully he will be okay. He's the one I'm most nervous about because I don't want to kill the whole plant. But this one actually has really good roots, and then this one has the lowest amount of roots, but that's okay. And then this one has a little bit of roots, but he's the most like curled up, so we'll see. I don't know if this one will survive, but I think the other two are nice and healthy because their leaves are standing like straight up. So yeah, that's the rubber tree. He is just in some normal potting soil, and his pot is now a draining container so that I don't overwater it, because that is how I kill every plant that I own. So yeah, we'll see. And then sometimes I just like to take the leaves and like make sure they're not overlapping. But yeah, it's pretty cool. This one is not good if you have small kids or pets, because the sap is actually poisonous, and it will like irritate skin and upset your stomach if you ingest it. So note. Alright, and then this one is my snake plant cutting. He's only been in there for 2 weeks, and I know it can take them a long time, so I don't actually know if he is rooting yet. It just has a tiny bit of water. I replace it every few days, and that's what it looks like. He's just a little brown right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave him in there. He's pretty easy. Same with the bamboo. I just change the water out every so often. But yeah. And here's where I get nervous. So this is a cutting from a jade plant that I've had since my senior year of high school. I bought the original jade plant and the snake plant at the same time from the botany club. And my jade plant got really tall and it was gonna fall over, so I had to cut it. So I did. And I sunburned it. I put it in a window that had full sun like way too quickly. But the roots, I looked yesterday, are still really good. And I've put him in a little bit of a shadier area. I actually need to water him again soon. But I think he'll be salvageable. I'm hoping. He might not ever look good. But yeah. This is what he looks like. And then my other ones are just leaf cuttings right here, which are also all from the original plant. So all 3 of these were planted at the same time, and I just put them in like standing up yesterday so that the new jade plants, because they were starting to root, will come up through the soil. And then this one I took off the bottom of my plant yesterday. I don't know if it will do anything. Yeah, we'll see. I can't tell. He does have like a weird hole in it, which has been there pretty much since I got it. But they do look pretty okay. And the wrinkling on these is normal because all of the plant's energy goes into making the roots and the new plant. So I'm not too worried about like the way they look because they're gonna shrivel up and die anyway. So this is my jade plant. He is the original one that I got when I was in high school. And you can see that some of his leaves have fallen off due to overwatering. I'm really not sure if he's gonna be okay, if I'm being honest. He has a pretty like sticky looking stem, barky I guess, but the top of him looks really healthy and he's not sunburned because he's pretty much always been in that window, unlike the cuttings that I made. So I propagated those cuttings in April and the top fell off and he is sprouting quite nicely actually. This is the first time he's made a little branch. So I'm pretty excited about that. And almost all the other leaves that have fallen off actually propagated pretty well. So I'm hoping, I don't think this one will propagate, but if any of these ones need to be off, I'm hoping it will work out well. But overall he looks pretty healthy. I just keep him in this little window here, which is south facing and it gets a lot of sun. So I think he will end up being okay, and if not, I'm actually just gonna chop him like right here and plant him and try to propagate it. But I figured I would at least kind of see how he was doing. This is succulent soil, and I also put these little like rocks on the top just for decoration, because I don't plan on propagating other things in this, so I need there to be enough room for his roots because he was very root bound to his other pot. So yeah, that is my jade plant. These all look super healthy. He's got new little buds that come in. This one is just about to open up. So yeah. Yeah, so those are all my plants. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Emma Jane Creates and check out my Etsy shop, which is etsy.com/shop/Emma Jane Creates store. So yeah, hope y'all have a nice day. Bye.